The 28th of August is not just another ordinary date, not just a mark on a calendar waiting to be turned. It carries within it something far deeper, something that cannot be captured by ink on a page or the ticking of a clock. It has a rhythm, a pulse, a heartbeat of its own, a movement of energy that feels different from the everyday flow of time. On this day, the universe seems to open itself in a unique way, creating a sacred current, a spiritual tide that rises higher than usual. It is a day when unseen forces stir, when the fabric of existence feels just a little thinner, allowing divine whispers and cosmic guidance to reach us more clearly than before. This is why, across cultures and through generations, the final days of August have often been regarded as sacred, as moments of heightened awareness, of clarity, of transformation. Even if you do not follow astrology or ancient traditions, you may still sense it. An unexplainable pull within your heart, a shift in your thoughts, or a heaviness in your emotions that suddenly feels ready to be released. It is as though the cosmos itself leans closer to us, holding out a lantern in the dark, illuminating paths we could not see before. Look up at the sky during this time, and you will notice that the planets and constellations are not simply suspended in silence. They are dancing in alignment, weaving together a tapestry of light and energy that stretches from the heavens directly into the human heart. This alignment is not random, it is purposeful. It forms a kind of celestial bridge, connecting us not only with the people who walk this journey with us, but also with the deepest layers of ourselves. It awakens something ancient, something buried beneath the surface of daily routine, reminding us that we are not separate pieces scattered in time. We are threads in a vast, infinite design, bound together by forces that transcend what our eyes can see. If you want to claim this energy, please make sure to type 777 in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's move forward. For many, the final days of August feel like an emotional tide rising. You may find yourself revisiting old memories, feeling waves of nostalgia, or having conversations with loved ones that carry unusual weight. Words may sink deeper, silences may feel louder. Some may feel restlessness or even a strange heaviness in the body, as though the soul is shedding layers it no longer needs. This is not a coincidence. The energy of this period pushes us gently, yet powerfully, to reflect, to pause, to measure the distance between who we once were and who we are now becoming. Think of this time as a mirror being held up to your spirit. The universe is inviting you to look back over the year, not with judgment, but with compassion. To notice the choices you made, the challenges you endured, the resilience you carried, and the growth that quietly unfolded, even on days when you thought nothing was changing. Every hardship, every silent tear, every small victory was not wasted. It has been leading you here to this very threshold. The efforts you have poured into your life this year are like seeds sown in the soil of time. There were moments when the soil looked barren, when you wondered if your patience was in vain, when hope seemed too far to reach. Yet, beneath the surface, unseen roots were growing. The struggle you thought was endless was actually a sacred preparation. And now, on the 28th of August, the soil begins to stir. The roots push upward, and the first signs of growth emerge into the light. What you could not see before begins to take shape, reminding you that nothing you gave, nothing you endured, was ever lost. This is the gift of this day, the reminder that the universe works in seasons, that life moves in divine timing, and that your soul has been walking in step with this rhythm all along, even when you did not realize it. The alignments of this moment are not random. They are a signal that the time of waiting is turning into a time of becoming. The harvest of your persistence, your faith, and your silent endurance is closer than you think. But here is the deeper secret that many overlook. The true power of this day does not rest in the date itself, but in your awareness of it. The universe has never stopped speaking. It whispers through the rhythm of the seasons, through the pull of your intuition, through the people who suddenly cross your path, and even through the quiet spaces when you are alone with your thoughts. Yet so often, life becomes too noisy. The demands of survival, the distractions of a restless mind, and the constant chatter of the world drown out the signals that are meant to guide you. Most people pass through these sacred currents without ever noticing that something extraordinary was happening. But on the 28th of August, the messages from the universe shift. They become louder, clearer, more undeniable. It is as if the veil that separates the visible from the invisible grows thinner, allowing wisdom to reach you with greater force. You might notice coincidences that feel impossibly precise, as though they were stitched into the fabric of your day for your eyes alone. You may find sudden insights arriving in moments of stillness, cutting through your confusion with the sharpness of truth. Even your dreams may become heavy with meaning, carrying symbols and stories that refuse to be forgotten when you awaken. These are not accidents. These are not random. They are invitations, woven carefully by a universe that has always been guiding you, waiting for this moment when you would finally be ready to listen. That is why this date is not ordinary. It is not a day to be skimmed over like a page in a book. It is a doorway. It is an opening through which transformation is offering to step into your life. But as with any doorway, nothing happens if you only stand and look at it. You must be willing to walk through, to cross the threshold, to trust that the unknown will hold you. The choice lies with you. If you allow yourself to see and to hear, if you allow yourself to trust rather than dismiss these whispers as chance, what unfolds can reshape your life in ways you may not have imagined. Relationships can suddenly deepen, revealing new layers of love and connection. Your sense of purpose can grow sharper, almost as though a fog has lifted and you finally see where you are meant to go. Doors to opportunities can open, doors that feel as if they had been waiting for you all along, only requiring you to notice them and step forward. The month of August itself carries this rhythm of closure and rebirth. As it slowly reaches its final chapter, the universe is gently reminding you that every ending carries within it a seed of beginning. Nothing truly dies. Everything transforms. These last days of the month are not about the ticking of a clock or the turning of a calendar page. They are about the turning of your own inner page. It is about asking yourself, which parts of me are ready to let go, and which parts are yearning to be born? Change is not an enemy to fear. Change is life itself calling you toward growth, asking you to shed old layers so you can discover the new. This is not the time to retreat into hesitation. This is the time to step forward, to open your heart to the fresh energy moving toward you, and to allow it to carry you into a higher version of yourself. And yet, so often, what holds us back is not our own soul but the echo of other voices, the opinions of others, the fear of judgment, the weight of expectations. We silence our own truth because we fear what people might say. But these days are not about them. They are about you. The universe is not asking you to seek approval. It is not asking you to bend yourself into shapes that make others comfortable. It is asking you to rise into your own power, your own truth, your own alignment with the flow of life. When you trust your journey and give your best with sincerity, when you choose to walk forward without hesitation, something extraordinary happens. You create a magnetic field of energy around you. You begin to glow in ways that others cannot help but notice because you are in alignment. That alignment does not come from perfection. It comes from honesty, from courage, from the simple choice to honor the truth of your heart. But remember, this energy does not move through you alone. It touches those you love too. In the rush of change, in the excitement of transformation, it can be easy to forget the souls who stand by you, who have carried you through the storms and celebrated your victories. These are not just people. They are sacred companions given to you by life itself. They are part of your story, part of your growth, part of your heart's treasure. As you welcome the new, do not forget to honor them. Give them your presence, not just your time. Listen to them with the same attentiveness that you give to the whispers of the universe. Celebrate their existence. Cherish their love. For in valuing them, you are also valuing one of the greatest gifts the universe has placed upon your path. The gift of love, connection, and shared light. The 28th of August, then, is not simply a date. It is a reminder, a mirror, a bridge. It is the universe showing you that you are never walking alone, that every step you take is part of a greater dance, and that within you lies the courage to choose growth over fear, love over doubt, awareness over distraction. This day offers you a chance to step into alignment, to step into clarity, and to step into a new chapter that is waiting for your embrace. And as you step into this new current of energy, let this truth settle deep within you. There is no more room for delay. Delay is the thief of dreams. Every time you tell yourself, "I'll begin tomorrow," tomorrow takes one step further away. The truth is, tomorrow has never been promised to any of us. What you hold in your hands right now is today, this very moment. This breath, this hour, this opportunity. It is the only real ground beneath your feet. The rest is only an idea, a hope, a possibility. That is why the universe is reminding you so firmly. Begin now. It doesn't matter if the step you take today is small. It doesn't matter if you cannot see the entire path. What matters is that you begin. Even the tiniest step taken today carries more power than the grandest plan left waiting in the shadows of the future. One step creates momentum, momentum creates flow, and flow attracts alignment. The universe has always favored movement over hesitation, courage over delay, faith over fear. The universe has always walked with the brave, the ones who hear its quiet signs, who trust their inner compass, who move even when the road is misty and uncertain. This is the alignment you are being asked to step into now. The energy around you is not static. It is alive, it is shifting, it is pushing in your favor. But that shift will only serve you if you rise to meet it. If you wait, it passes by. If you step forward, it carries you further than you could imagine. The whispers that arrive in your heart, those sudden nudges, those coincidences that seem too precise to ignore, they are not random. They are signals, guiding you like stars in the night sky, showing you that you are not walking this path alone. The universe does not leave its chosen souls without guidance. It speaks through feelings, through intuition, through dreams, through the quiet pull in your heart that says, "This is the way." And in truth, you have always carried something extraordinary within you, a heart that naturally wishes well for others. No matter where you go, your nature has been to spread light, to give kindness, to leave behind traces of care. You may not always realize how much your presence means, but for those who have crossed paths with you, you have left imprints that time cannot erase. Yet, as you already know, the world is not always fair. Not everyone will understand your heart. There will be times when your light unsettles those who are trapped in their own shadows. There will be moments when, behind your back, some will speak against you, not because of your fault, but because your existence reminds them of what they are not ready to face within themselves. Some may misunderstand you, and others may even try to twist your intentions. But this must never discourage you. For your truth is your shield, your honesty is your compass, and your love is your strongest protection. As long as you walk on the path of integrity, nothing anyone says can truly diminish your light. Words spoken in darkness cannot erase the radiance of a soul that shines from within. You must also remember this: you are not alone. Even when the world feels quiet, even when life tries to convince you of isolation, you are never without love. There are souls who deeply value you, who hold you in their hearts, who silently send you strength when you least expect it. Some may not say it aloud, but they are there. Your kindness has not gone unnoticed. Your compassion has not been wasted. Souls like yours are rare in this world, and that rarity is what makes you both vulnerable and precious. This is why you must never sink into the illusion of loneliness. Loneliness is a trick of the mind, a fog that tries to cover the truth that you are far more loved, far more supported, and far more cherished than you realize. Do not let unnecessary thoughts weigh you down. The endless circles of overthinking, the doubts, the what-ifs, the replaying of old hurts. These are thieves of your peace. They drain the very energy you need to step forward. Instead, reclaim your mind as a sacred space. Remind yourself daily that peace is not something that arrives only when everything outside is calm. Peace is also your responsibility. It is the choice to quiet the noise, to rest your heart, to nurture your inner world. Give your body the gift of rest, give your spirit the gift of silence, and give your heart the gift of trust. Sleep when your body calls for it, not when your distractions demand otherwise. Even the tallest trees, the ones that touch the sky, know how to pause. They rest through winter, they gather strength, and then they bloom again with even greater beauty. You too must learn this sacred rhythm. Act when it is time to act. Rest when it is time to rest. And never confuse stillness with stagnation. You are entering a season where the universe is offering you a chance to align with your truest self. Do not hesitate. Do not let fear dictate your pace. Trust the flow. Begin with what you have, start where you are, and believe that every small effort will be multiplied by the unseen forces working with you. The truth is simple. Your life is not waiting for tomorrow. It is unfolding today. And if you listen closely, you will realize that everything you seek is already reaching toward you. All you need to do is take the step, trust the whispers, and let your light continue to shine. Unshaken, unwavering, unstoppable. And if your soul is longing for comfort, if you are searching for a place where your heart can finally exhale, then return to the little joys that so often go unnoticed but have the quiet power to heal us. Sometimes it is not the grand gestures or the monumental changes that bring peace, but the simple moments that whisper softly to the soul. If music calms you, let yourself lean into it fully. Let the notes rise and fall through you like waves touching the shore, carrying away the heaviness you didn't realize you were holding. Allow melodies to remind you that beauty still exists in this world, that harmony can still be found even amidst the noise, and that no matter how chaotic life becomes, there is always a song that can bring you back home to yourself. Step outside, even for a few moments, and sit with nature as though you are sitting with an old friend. Watch how the trees sway effortlessly with the wind, unafraid of bending yet never losing their strength. Look at the sky as it shifts from one shade to another without resistance, painting the horizon in colors too vast for words. Listen to the birds as they continue to sing their songs without concern for who listens or who understands. There is a deep lesson in their simplicity. Life does not wait for permission to be beautiful. Nature has a way of reminding us that joy is not something to chase far away, but something that already surrounds us, waiting for us to notice. Guard your heart and your spirit carefully, because the energy around you is not just background noise. It shapes the very atmosphere in which your soul breathes. Be mindful of what you watch, what you listen to, who you invite into your circle, and what you pour your love into. Every choice you make in this regard is like opening or closing a window in your soul. Allow in only what nourishes you, what lifts you, what protects your peace. When you honor your own energy in this way, when you treat your inner world as sacred ground, you create a space where your soul can rise without restriction and touch the destiny that was always waiting for you. Your path is not ordinary, it is sacred. You are not just moving through days, you are moving through lessons, through initiations, through moments designed to awaken you into the fullness of who you are meant to become. The whispers of negativity that sometimes try to follow you cannot hold you down, because the truth inside you is stronger. Keep walking in that truth. Keep choosing love, even when it costs you something, even when others don't understand why you do it. That harmony can still be found even amidst the noise, and that no matter how chaotic life becomes, there is always a song that can bring you back home to yourself. Step outside, even for a few moments, and sit with nature as though you are sitting with an old friend. Watch how the trees sway effortlessly with the wind, unafraid of bending yet never losing their strength. Look at the sky as it shifts from one shade to another without resistance, painting the horizon in colors too vast for words. Listen to the birds as they continue to sing their songs without concern for who listens or who understands. There is a deep lesson in their simplicity. Life does not wait for permission to be beautiful. Nature has a way of reminding us that joy is not something to chase far away, but something that already surrounds us, waiting for us to notice. Guard your heart and your spirit carefully, because the energy around you is not just background noise. It shapes the very atmosphere in which your soul breathes. Be mindful of what you watch, what you listen to, who you invite into your circle, and what you pour your love into. Every choice you make in this regard is like opening or closing a window in your soul. Allow in only what nourishes you, what lifts you, what protects your peace. When you honor your own energy in this way, when you treat your inner world as sacred ground, you create a space where your soul can rise without restriction and touch the destiny that was always waiting for you. Your path is not ordinary, it is sacred. You are not just moving through days, you are moving through lessons, through initiations, through moments designed to awaken you into the fullness of who you are meant to become. The whispers of negativity that sometimes try to follow you cannot hold you down, because the truth inside you is stronger. Keep walking in that truth. Keep choosing love, even when it costs you something, even when others don't understand why you do it. Keep honoring that rare and precious light within you, because it is not just for you, it is for the world. The world desperately needs more souls like yours. Souls that bring kindness without asking for recognition. Souls that carry compassion even when it feels like no one notices. Souls that quietly but powerfully change the atmosphere wherever they go, simply by being who they are. Yes, it is true that your journey has been heavy, heavier than what most hearts could endure. You have carried more pain than joy at times, walked through storms that felt endless, faced nights when silence pressed down on you like an unbearable weight, and held wounds that very few ever knew about. But even in those long and lonely seasons, you were never abandoned. The pain you carried was not a punishment, it was a purification. It was the fire that shaped you, the sacred trial that transformed your spirit. Every tear, every heartbreak, every season of loss was part of a divine process, forging you into someone who cannot be broken by what once threatened to destroy you. And you passed that test. You endured. You kept rising, even when the strength to rise seemed impossible to find. That quiet resilience within you has been your greatest proof of strength, and it has brought you here, to this new threshold. Now, as you stand here, the fog of confusion that once covered your path is beginning to lift. Like dawn breaking after the darkest night, clarity is slowly flooding your journey. The steps that once felt uncertain now begin to align, and the direction that once felt hidden is gently revealing itself. You are moving into a chapter where peace is no longer just a longing in your heart. It becomes your lived reality. The dreams you once carried secretly, the vision of a life where you are fulfilled, secure, and deeply content, is no longer only a dream. It is transforming into reality right before your eyes. God has heard the prayers you whispered through tears, even the ones you thought disappeared into silence. The universe has been listening to the unspoken hopes buried deep in your heart. And now, all of creation has been aligning itself in your favor, weaving together threads you could not see, arranging blessings you could not yet imagine. Every hidden force is moving on your behalf. Every unseen blessing is preparing to meet you. What once was only a promise is now stepping forward to become your reality. This month of August is not something ordinary, not just another passing chapter in the book of time. It carries within it a vibration that feels rare, almost sacred, as if the universe itself has chosen this space in time to realign certain parts of your journey. August arrives with a quiet yet powerful promise. It whispers of endings that bring peace and beginnings that carry blessings. It is as though the cosmos is slowly closing the doors that have long held you in cycles of pain, disappointment, or stagnation. And at the same time, it is unlocking windows that open toward new light, fresh opportunities, and the gentle unfolding of your destiny. This is not a month to rush through or dismiss as routine. It is a turning point, a passageway, an energy that invites you to pause, breathe, and allow its rhythm to guide you forward. Every day that passes in this season is carrying you closer to the life that has been waiting for you. There may be moments when you feel restless, moments when the impatience within you whispers, "Why not now?" But remember that what is growing, what is forming beneath the surface, is far greater than the quick answers you once sought. The energy of this month is like the soil in which seeds finally break open. Growth is taking place in unseen ways, and soon, the beauty of what has been quietly nurtured will become visible. And yes, part of this unfolding is the balancing of energies. Those who once tried to hurt you, those who spoke against your heart or attempted to dim your light, are now stepping into the lessons they themselves must face. Life is never unjust for long. The divine has a way of seeing what human eyes sometimes miss. The scales always return to balance, and no act of cruelty, no word spoken in malice, escapes that eternal balancing force. But here lies your power. You do not need to carry the heaviness of revenge, nor the burden of bitterness. These energies are chains, and they only weigh you down when you hold on to them. Instead, Allow life, allow God, allow the universe itself to handle what was unfair. Your only task is to keep your own spirit clean, your heart open, and your path aligned with love. When you walk with that clarity, nothing can pull you backward. As August unfolds, you will notice how even the air feels different. The environment around you carries a shift. It may be subtle at first. The way conversations turn more supportive, the way unexpected doors open, or the way peace settles in your heart without you forcing it. Pay attention, because this is the sign of transformation in motion. The dreams you once thought too impossible, the prayers you tucked away because they felt too delayed, are now gathering speed. They are no longer distant. They are moving closer, carried by currents you may not see but can certainly feel. This is why patience matters so much in this season. The final stretch before breakthrough is often the hardest. It tests your faith, your endurance, your ability to believe when nothing concrete has yet appeared. But know this, your patience is not in vain. What you are waiting for has already been written into your story. It is already making its way toward you. Every small step you take in faith, every day you choose hope over fear, brings you closer to touching what you once thought unreachable. Do not worry if you cannot see every detail right now. That is not a sign of delay, but a sign of divine protection. The road ahead is unfolding exactly as it should, step by step, moment by moment. The unseen forces of the universe are guiding you, carrying you, and shaping the events of your life in ways that will reveal themselves in perfect timing. Trust that timing. It is wiser than your impatience, more loving than your doubts, and more precise than your fears. You have already endured so much more than most realize. You have walked through storms that could have broken you, and yet here you are, still standing, still hoping, still moving forward. That resilience, that quiet strength, is proof that you are ready for what lies ahead. The hardest part is behind you now. What comes next is not punishment or more trial, but reward, the fulfillment of prayers whispered in your darkest nights, the blossoming of hope that refused to die within you, the arrival of blessings that will make sense of every tear you shed. So let August be more than just a month to you. Let it be a reminder that destiny is alive, that energy is shifting in your favor, and that the universe is working tirelessly to bring balance, justice, and new beginnings into your life. Hold on to hope. Trust the unseen. Believe in the timing. For the story of your life is moving into a chapter where beauty outweighs pain, where blessings outweigh burdens, and where your faith will finally be met with the fulfillment it always deserved.